Hey, what's up, y'all? So I was just sitting here thinking, right? So I just figured I'd record it. Boom. Um, it's a lot going on, and what's interesting to me about what's going on in the world right now, and I'm not very detail oriented, so I do tend to look at the bigger picture of things. Um, the interesting thing to me is that we have at an extremely fast rate progressively gotten to the bottom of where we could ever be as a human race. We're there. We are there. And for a long time, and we just keep progressing. And for a long time, scientists, historians, people who study evolution and uh, the human experience, they've been saying that the world is gonna end. The time, things gonna end, it's gonna end, it's gonna end. We've been hearing that for years, and then that time come and then it don't, it don't. We are even at a state in time in history right now where they are even suggesting, and I feel like they have been suggesting that any day now, you feel me, it can be it. And what's interesting is, and I've talked about this in other videos too, but a lot of things that I think and a lot of things that a lot of ideologies that I come up with, they just come. So I guess I don't want to take the credit for it because it just comes. But the thing about it is, I never have I never have a beginning point, and it just makes sense to me. But then when I go and I look into it, because I'm very inquisitive and I'm very, I question everything. And when I look into it and then I see and I find the same things that I've thought, that I've put together, that it all synchronized, and I'm like, damn, okay. So I don't question myself. You feel me? I don't question myself. But going back to what's going on, uh, what I believe is gonna happen is what I feel like has no choice but to happen anyway. And I'm not saying that I'm right, but what it seems like to me is our situation, our predicament, our reality, our life is gonna progressively and at a quick, fast rate and continuously get worse and worse and worse. And I don't think it's gonna have a physical kind of something that we think of ending, like a direct, like a quick, like the blowing up, or like something of that type of nature. What I think is it's gonna have a swift decline in humanity by each other from our destruction of what we're doing. And that's going to continue to happen, and we're seeing it happen. We've been seeing it happen, and it's going to continue to happen until we get it right. Until we get it right. So by getting it right, meaning until we solely act out of love, like solely act out of love. Why? Because we are one. You feel me? Like, we're all intertwined. So what you do to your fellow being, or anything, you feel me, living, or anything in front of you, you do to yourself, because you're connected. You feel me? We are connected. So until we get it right first within ourselves, self-love, love ourselves, then project that out into our reality, love humanity, love the earth, you feel me? Love all things that is a part of you, you feel me? We would not be able to progress. We would not be able to, live peacefully, and we will not be able to ascend, which is the ultimate goal. If we are going back and looking at it from a astrological or a scientific perspective, you feel me? The goal is to ascend, and ascend, if you're looking at it from a spiritual perspective, is to become more conscious, become more aware, become more understanding of life and the cycle of life, and to respect life and to honor life and to cherish life and to be obedient to the laws of life and nature. Yeah. So, I lost my train of thought, but I'm getting tired anyway. So, all in all, the point is, though, that's the only way to fix everything, is to love ourselves and love each other through it, through the ascension. And unfortunately, it takes a long time to get a whole humanity on the same page. We retaliate. There's so much hate. And then you have a species whose intent and purpose and is solely to hate, or to put a negative force and energy into the atmosphere, into the world. That's their sole purpose. But even they have to convert to the more feminine ideology or makeup, and essentially love, in order to clean this up. You feel me? Clean this up, clean the moral, the values up, clean the perspectives up, clean the hearts up, clean the love up, clean the, you feel me, the way we treat each other up, the way we treat the planet up, the way we live our day-to-day lives, you feel me, our morals, our values, all of that, the way we treat children, the way we respect life, the way we understand life, the way we honor the cycle of life, the cycle of growth, the cycle of creation, and understanding that we are in control of our reality, you feel me? We have like wands within us, which is like in your brain, you feel me? And you create your reality, literally. You have a desire, you have a thought, you put practicality in your third dimension, which means move towards it. You feel me? And think on it. Think on it and pray on it, you feel me? That's how you connect your fifth dimension ability to your third dimension reality, you feel me? By the fourth dimension connector, which is the brain. So you have to really think on it. And think positive, you feel me? Think positive, because that's the only way that things are going to be beneficial to self and to the whole, is for it to be positive. If it's negative, it's not gonna work. It's gonna crumble. It's gonna crumble. The only thing that's gonna thrive right now is love, and we're gonna see that progressively. But we do have to go through, you feel me, the process. We have to go through the process. It's been a lot of negative forces that's been put out and continuously are being put out, you feel me? So for every action, there is a reaction. So we got a ways to go. So anyway, be prepared, you feel me? Expect it, and do your part, you feel me? Once you are aware of the situation, it's your responsibility to do your part, to do what you know to be right, to do what you know to be beneficial, to do what you know to be true to the greater good and best for the greater good and best for self. And we have to start just really respecting the process, respecting life, respecting creation, respecting source, respecting the planet, respecting ourselves, essentially. You feel me? We all one, and we have to start treating each other and everything that has life as one. Again, because what you do to your neighbor, you do to yourself because it comes back to you. That's karma. That's the law of nature. You feel me? If you're into science, you know the law of nature is what you put out is what you get back in. You see it in religion, do unto others as you have others do unto you. And that's simply because that's what happens. You know, that's a warning. Hey, if you want good to come to you, do good to others. You feel me? This is not... it is science, but I was going to say this is not something difficult to really understand. But once you do understand and once you become more conscious of that, you have a responsibility to do your part. Okay? So definitely hope this helps, resonates. You feel me? Love and light.